So here we are, final quarterfinal of the Division 1 of the Dot Masters. Cocho, WiiDii, FasT, Krim, 2 NWT players, of course, will be rooting for them. And finally 2 NWT players who showed up. Because up until this match, for Division 1 I'm talking about, the two other players who had to drive today didn't show up. So we had a 0% presence rate of the NWT players. Now it's 50%. We have 2 out of 4. And we had, I believe, 100% yesterday in the Division 2, which is nice. So, same rules as before, 80 points. Scoring system is 5, 3, 2, 1. Cup mode, so first to reach 80 gets finalist mode. Once you're finalist, you need to win an additional round to win the match. First 2 to win the finalist status go into semi-finals. Good luck, have fun to everyone. There we go. Let's start with Krim for the first round. And the first mistake goes... Oh, second one. We've only just started and 20 seconds in. WiiDii crashes and Cocho crashes. That was not on my bingo list to have the 2 highest seeds of this match crashing. No, I believe WiiDii is actually the 3rd seed in this match. Krim too wide, trying to keep up with FasT, but FasT is making the difference here. And the ending is not too difficult. So first round win will go to the German player with a decent time, 0.38, and Krim, not trained, still, and very shaky lines, put a 0.67 in there, so... No, that's not because you're Thief 2, Dradal. As I said yesterday, I believe we had a 100% presence rate of the NWT drivers. Second round. No mistake this time from anyone. Good start actually from everyone. WiiDii a bit inside, but manages to not lose too much speed. Krim, good line. Everyone makes it so far onto the drops. Oh, Cocho, that's a very good line. Cocho gets the gear down. Ooh, the 2 NWT players catch up. Krim as well. Let's see how WiiDii does. Oh, Cocho with the angles this has a lot to the left and lost a lot of speed. WiiDii overtakes. But Cocho comes back. Cocho comes back and has more speed and has a better line. And Cocho will snipe. Close round now. 0.25, 0.31, 0.54 and 0.60. Third round. Let's go with the German boy into this third round. It's... I always thought that clipping the downhill at the start was losing a couple of hundreds, but it actually does not. Cocho with a cleaner start from the 4 drivers. Oh, FasT. Good line, good speed. Krim is a bit behind, but just a couple of tenths. Most players had a rather good gear up. Cocho did not, I believe, Krim either, but the 2 NWT players have it good. Krim with the mistake. Cocho a bit shaky in the end. Once again, Cocho doesn't have the end good for the moment. But the 2 NWT players were too far away from him to catch up and overtake. Cocho with a good low 54 consistency already. Last round on this first map. Oh, WiiDii clipped a lot, but didn't lose too much. We saw Krim slowing down a lot. Maybe he clipped the checkpoint, I didn't see. Exactly, Cocho slided out. And yeah, Krim just saved the uphill. Cocho somehow saved his very wide turn and did not lose too much. That could have been a disaster. It's crazy how good he saved it. WiiDii and Krim battling it out. Krim came back with a lot of speed. Let's hear the gear up. Ooh, Krim avoided the gear up and did not lose a lot of time to FasT. WiiDii is still trying to come back. Let's see from Cocho's perspective what's going on. FasT, very inside line, overtook Krim for the first place. Cocho has a lot of speed for the end. FasT has a better line, I think, than Krim. Yeah, he gets over. 13 thousandths of a second for FasT. Gets 5 points. Cocho was not able, he came back very close to WiiDii, but stayed 4 thousandths of a second behind. And we move on to the second map, followed by Firestorm. After this first map, the standings are FasT 15, Cocho 13, and Krim and WiiDii 8 and 8. Oh, cactus emotes would be a good idea, Max, actually. As a tribute to Gilou's RTC that we had back in the days. Thank you, big brother, for the follow! My 91st follower. Welcome, welcome. As a follower of this, for now, not so great channel, but thank you, big brother, for the follow. So warm up on the second map. It's hard, the hardest map of the pack. Not so difficult, but there's a lot of little tricks and lines to understand and get correctly. We'll see how much the players manage them. Because there's of course the start with the first tunnel. There's this this sequence here with the left, right, the uphill, downhill, the banking. There's the sequence of bankings and the chicane in the middle. And of course, this final off-road turn. Let's start with Cocho. For this first round. Everyone got a good start. Krim and FasT a little bit behind, but just a 10th. Oh, that's... I don't know how Cocho does to get the uphill and downhill so good. Oh, that was an interesting line by Krim. Very smooth. He overtook WiiDii there. And now this part. Krim, that's a bonk for you, sir. Cocho is in the lead. Was FasT and WiiDii are 3/10 behind. Cocho a bit too much inside, but didn't lose much time. Just lost a 10th on WiiDii, and he should keep the lead going to the finish. And 0.17, that's already a very good time there set by Cocho. For the record, so my big brother Nemo is a train driver in northeastern France, and Cocho, who you see here, is actually also a train driver. That's for you, FasT, but in Lyon, in eastern France. He does the exact same thing as you, Nemo. And Cocho has to wake up at 4 AM tomorrow to go drive trains. So he's actually, he's one of yours. So we have now 2 train drivers, one driving cars very fast and the other one watching him drive those cars very fast. And Cocho has shaky lines, but doesn't do much mistakes. WiiDii can't capitalize on that, and Krim stays around, but doesn't have very clean and precise lines, although he manages to almost come back and overtake WiiDii. Oh, very nice time by Cocho. Are you the same people, Nemo? I've never seen Cocho and my big brother in the same room. Perhaps my big brother is actually Cocho, and he's able to type in the chat while he's driving. We do not know. Cocho, with very nice times, is now extending his lead. FasT clipped the tunnel but did not lose too much. Let's go with his perspective from the back of the field. Oh, Krim was a bit too inside, ended up very much on the outside. Cocho has just this uphill, downhill so good. He's gaining 0.1 on everyone just because he takes it so close to the wall. Ooh, he almost clipped, but kept a lot of speed. WiiDii with a little lag, but he's still in there. This round is actually impressive from the three drivers, and Krim, despite his mistake, is not so far behind. It's actually WiiDii with the horn trying to get Cocho to make a mistake, and Cocho clipped in the very inside in the end and lost a little bit, but still 0.07. Cocho 3 wins out of 3 on this map, and for once he's having the slowest start of the 4 drivers. Krim is actually holding up pretty well. I'm quite surprised. Small mistake though, he didn't clip that much. Cocho with a mistake. Alert, Cocho can do mistakes. Dude is not an actual pro gamer, he's still human after all. WiiDii on a very good pace, FasT as well. Cocho trying to come back, nice line by Cocho, he's overtaking FasT, but FasT has a slightly better approach, but he was a bit too inside. Cocho is a bit too outside though, and FasT overtakes, but FasT had a bad line, and Cocho snipes back. Oh, what twist! FasT should have won the round, but his approach in the end after the off-road was a bit too inside, so he didn't gain as much as he should have over Cocho. And so after this 4th map, Krim unfortunately scored only 4 of 5 points. Ah! Cocho saying the Slays map is bad. He doesn't like it. Personally, I don't like much the Slays map because it's too easy. It's too simple. There's not much to it. The map isn't bad per se, but the map is just too slow and too easy. Yeah, I would minus it as well. But the map is still interesting, you know? Yeah, lots of U-turns and lots of slow U-turns. Even this map for me is interesting for just the first 20 seconds that we see here with FasT. This first chicane, the uphill, and this sequence of turns, which finishes in this tight 90 degrees turn. And from this point, it's boring. It's very boring. And it just feels very easy and way too slow. But then, I mean, everyone has his taste. It's still interesting. Oh! Excuse us, Cocho. Excuse us. 103.384 in the warm-up. Excuse us. WiiDii with a little bit of airtime at the beginning. Cocho! Almost a world record into a little clip. He just lost 0.4, by the way, so he can still come back. Let's go with his POV. This map is, for me, it's interesting because there's a lot of small optimizations, fast clipped, but lost just 0.3, 0.4 like Cocho. And it's lots of little optimizations that you must get correctly everywhere. But it's just not fun to drive. Personally, I think dirt is not meant to be so slow and about such small and tiny optimizations, and we saw that Cocho has just driven everywhere very cleanly, and he has overtaken his opponents one by one, but can he snipe the end? He does! He's 10 thousandths of a second ahead! Hey Zeke, welcome to the stream. And you see, that's where, that's for me, the one map where Cocho will be unbeatable. Because he's so good at getting lines clean and correct that very small mistakes that we've seen from everyone on the previous one, and we've seen a lot, for example, in the second quarterfinal earlier today. These very small mistakes, he's not doing them. WiiDii does them, Krim does them, FasT does them. Cocho is so good at the game that he's not doing them. And he will never be doing them. Oh, he had a very small clip on his side, but recovered very well from it. FasT had a huge mistake earlier in the round. Krim holding on to second place. WiiDii third for now. And so yeah, especially that the turns are so slow, a guy like Cocho has a huge margin to maneuver in this turn and get clean lines all the time. It's easy for him. It's easy, and he won't be making any mistake in match on this map. And he will keep driving low 103s all the time. I mean, we've seen Div 2 players able to keep up with high 103 times. Ask Dradal. Ask Dradal, Draba, and who was with you two guys? Let me check very quickly. And Iralos, they were able to keep up with low 104, high 103 rounds. But for Div 1, you need to be even cleaner all the time, in every turn. And we see that Cocho has pulled 0.1 ahead of everyone else. But the rest of the pack isn't far behind. Cocho had a little mistake, but he's still ahead. WiiDii will be fighting with him. FasT and Krim maybe as well. And you see, everyone is able to keep up. I think next week, these four drivers in particular will be able to drive this so clean all the time. Someone with the horn! But it doesn't stop Cocho from pulling away, and FasT maybe even sniping WiiDii in the end. No, he bonked the finish and went from second to fourth. That's not wrong, Nemo. That's not wrong. Cocho is definitely a train on time. 103.4 again. That's the consistency this guy is going to have on this map every day, anytime. Oh, what a chicane by Cocho. Oh, Krim clipped. Let's go with FasT, who's currently in third. Cocho is 0.1 behind WiiDii. WiiDii, perhaps. But you see, WiiDii has, like, WiiDii's line was barely sub-optimized. Barely, and he lost 0.2 in total, 0.3 even. Just because he barely sub-optimized his line, and now FasT pulled almost 0.1 ahead of Cocho because he had a very clean line, and here Cocho very clean again, overtakes FasT for just a couple of hundreds, and it's all coming down to the end. Can Cocho clean sweep this map, or can FasT snipe him? No, FasT slowed down barely to adjust his line, and Cocho just went full speed, and Cocho gets it 0.42. What can you do? What can you do on this map? This map is so easy that Cocho is just pulling away all the time. And look at that, 29.96. Cocho has had a clean sweep on this map and has extended his lead by so much. Now Cocho is up to 51 points in just 51 out of 60 possible points on 3 maps. WiiDii second with 30, FasT third with 29, and Krim is will still have a saying for second as he has 22 points. The second spot, as we expected, will be close to fight for. But first might be secured already. Now I'm curious to see how the drivers, the 4 drivers, will manage James map, which is maybe the hardest map of the 4 to get consistent on, in my opinion. I don't really like it because I think there's just a couple of turns, including this one, which are interesting. I don't like the start because for me there's one too many jumps in the start. The first uphill is very reminiscent in what we see in a lot of maps, especially the Olikyo map has the same uphill in the start. You have, of course, this turn, where I'm curious to see how the players drive it. And then there's not a lot of room to make a difference except for this turn and the end. Let's go for FasT for the first round, while Cocho is actually trying to motivate Krim. We saw WiiDii with a very, very shaky start, Krim with a small mistake. And we see FasT and Cocho, like Firestorm, and unlike Joss, for example, going over the blue border. Cocho a bit too shaky there, while FasT had a very clean line. Oh, but Cocho has got damn ton of speed. He almost entirely came back to FasT. But FasT for the moment very clean, but Cocho lots of speed, and now the critic. Jesus! That was so fast by Cocho. And he's now almost 0.15 ahead of FasT. Jesus, Cocho gets this left turn so good. 0.48 by Cocho. And like many other, like I'd say the rest of the map pack, there's not a lot of room to make a difference from the other players, but there are some on each map. There are like just a few critical parts which are important to get right. First, this uphill, and then the second to last, and the previous turn on this map. There are just 3 turns which are key. We see Krim and WiiDii struggling with the start. And FasT, again, is able to keep up with Cocho. Oh, clip from WiiDii. Let's go with FasT. Oh, what can you do? Cocho is just so clean. Didn't have a perfect line here, though, so FasT can come back very slightly. And now this turn. Oh, Cocho just has it so good. FasT got a little bump from his back right tire. Oh, this uphill. Jesus Christ. Cocho and Firestorm have... Cocho and Firestorm have such a clean last uphill on this map. It's just marvelous for the eyes. And Cocho is pulling ever further ahead. He is now 19 points ahead from being finalist, and FasT! Ooh. Full stops in the fence there. Oh, Cocho, Jesus Christ. Wait! Cocho is doing a fucking neo slide on the blue line? Bruh! Okay, we will have to review that on the VOD. But Cocho just pulled a neo slide on the blue line. That's insane. That's actually... And the guy is just driving too good. That's... Bro just want to go to bed as early as possible because he's working at 4 AM tomorrow. Or he has to wake up at 4 AM, but... Oh, Jesus Christ! The guy is actually doing that! Wait, I have to go with his POV now. And of course, because it's the caster curse, he will fail. Okay, he's just been drifting. He's actually not doing a neo. He's actually not doing a neo slide, but perhaps he actually did one on the previous one, because for me, on the previous one he had the 4 wheels and he did not angle his car before getting on the blue line. Good run then from Cocho, of course. I don't know why I'm saying this, but FasT and WiiDii are keeping up. Can WiiDii snipe Cocho? He's slightly a little bit too far behind. He was 0.05 behind, he's now 0.25 behind. Cocho is just going... Oh, Cocho, small mistake, but he still wins with a 0.39. Bro, this is... I have no word for how good this guy is at the game. Like, Cocho is someone... I agree. Cocho just wrote that after scientific analysis, this is the correct trash, and indeed, what seems to be the best thing is to angle your car, get a small drift, to extend it over the blue line, and then get inside. So now we're cycling back to the first map, the Olikyo map. Again, no warm-up. And here we go. Can Krim initiate comeback? He's not had a good performance on James' map, Delirium, before. He has scored, I believe, only 4 points. Oh, kinda everyone had a slowdown, but the two NWT players don't. The two NWT players... Oh, WiiDii with the clip. And in the lead, FasT will sadly won't be able to overtake Cocho. Oh, even though he has more speed, but... .7. Oh, no balls. Good start pretty much from everyone. Krim is trailing just 0.15 behind, 0.11 only even. And WiiDii is in the lead. It's really... so on the second map, Cocho had a good performance as well. But on the third and fourth map is really where he extended the most his lead over the other players. On the Olikyo and Firestorm map, we can see that FasT and WiiDii are able to keep up with the crazy Cocho. Oh, Krim, slide it out, went in the wall. And Cocho with the mistake. No, he saved it! He somehow saved it. And Cocho now with so many, it's been 10 round wins in a row and he's already in finalist mode. So now Cocho to win the match needs 1 additional round win. But considering he's on a 10 round win streak, perhaps even 11, I'm not sure, but 10 for sure. Because he clean swept the 2 previous maps. And he's on his way to clean sweep this as well. WiiDii, FasT and Krim are not driving bad, but Cocho is driving even more impressively than what Firestorm and Joss did earlier today. Let's look at WiiDii. WiiDii is actually overtaking Cocho in the lead. Oh, but Cocho, that's just so clean. He will beat at so much speed. And he will win it. Nah, this... Very impressive 11 wins in a row by Cocho. And I think considering the maps aren't so difficult, I think this is all to his advantage. This map pack. Now, indeed, the match is kinda starting. As Phoenix pointed out in the chat. Let's see who will take it. Krim was the mistake in the start. So now it's between WiiDii and FasT. And what's interesting is that both of them, like a couple of drivers, for example, we've seen that from Firestorm, they are not gearing up at all after the banking and before the small jump, so they make sure to not get the slowdown after. And FasT with a very good round and very nice time snipes WiiDii in the end. I don't know what's optimal, honestly, on this map. For this banking, what seems optimal is to go very high and try to get a good gear up before the off-road turn, so that you have a clean gear down after, and I think that gains perhaps 500ths of a second, perhaps 0.1, but we've seen that from many players, and I believe Dradal, for example, too. Firestorm, and so the 2 NWT players, there are a couple of players who opted to just not gear up, get an inside line, and because you have an inside line, you gain time because you're not going as wide as the others, and because you're not, so then you have a bit less speed, but because you don't have the gear up, gear down situation, you end up gaining. I don't know what's optimal, what's perfectly optimal. Now we're on Firestorm's map. Can Krim initiate the comeback? He messed up the start, sadly, so it's a battle for first between the 2 NWT players. But only one of them can prevail and go in the upper bracket semi-final. And for now, WiiDii is extending his lead. Checkpoint after checkpoint after checkpoint. Shaky round for the moment by FasT. Not the best line here in the 2 banking sequence by FasT, and he gained almost by 15 on WiiDii, 0.2 now, he's just 0.27 behind. And WiiDii small clip on the inside on the dirt. And now FasT is neck and neck. Can FasT snipe? No! WiiDii extended to 0.45 ahead mid-map, and FasT almost entirely came back on the second half. And Krim, sadly, with his mistake in the start, apparently did another mistake. He ended 4 seconds behind. Second round on this map. Oh, FasT! Yeah, I'm bonking. You can horn all you want, FasT. I'm bonking you like I'm bonking everyone who's having a huge crash. And you are not invulnerable to those bonks, and we saw Krim with a bad entrance to the banking, lost a lot of time, and WiiDii is the more consistent and cleaner players of the four. He's not driving perfectly, and for sure everything will improve with more training. But he by far feels the one who's the cleanest and the more consistent of the three drivers. He's not on Cocho's level, but he's definitely good. WiiDii is now overtaking FasT on the leaderboard, 59, 57, Krim 36. Krim has to... Despite his lack of training for now, he still has 1 week afterwards. FasT completely slided out. And now Krim has the opportunity to score 4 points, but we saw that he's very shaky for now on this map. While WiiDii is a lot more consistent. FasT is actually somehow coming back. He didn't lose too much. Both WiiDii and FasT are 0.26 but 27 behind Krim, who has an I like his line after the previous banking. But now WiiDii with WiiDii has this part really good. He's a bit too inside though. He loses a bit of speed. It's in Krim's favor now. How fast behind is FasT? Way too far behind. Now WiiDii versus Krim. Krim versus WiiDii. Krim with the upper hand. WiiDii honking to try to push Krim in the wall somehow. But Krim is not... Krim is not perturbated by the horns, the mean horns of the NWT player. That's how we do it in NWT. We do it dirty. We're using our horn every run to bother other players. Very good start by all 3 players here. Neck and neck into the 5th checkpoint. FasT taking the lead. Krim is a bit too wide, but this is a good line. Krim has found a good line because you build up a lot of speed for this entire part, and he has overtaken both WiiDii and FasT. Very good job by the Fox player. He's a bit wide here, but he has, I'd say, a big enough margin to win it. FasT trying to snipe WiiDii for second though. And very good run for all 3 drivers and very good time by Krim. 0.24, Krim maybe waking up now when it matters the most. I need to drink ever more. So this map, now that Cocho is out of the picture, seems to be WiiDii's territory more than any of the 2 other players. So we might see WiiDii perhaps clean sweeping this. And we saw Krim struggling on this map and the James map. FasT. And Krim as well, too low speed. FasT took a lot of risks because he wanted to keep the gear, I suppose. But I was a bit too far to hear it properly. And he ended up going too wide and finishing the wall. FasT, too furious indeed. But that was not worthy enough of a bonk. Krim made a mistake in the battle for second, and WiiDii will easily win this round ahead of FasT and Krim third. Oh! My man! My NWT GOAT with a .444. This is DD2, by the way. This is DD2 and local too. Krim, good start. It will be difficult for FasT and Krim to keep up with WiiDii on this map. Although Krim has a good start, but FasT does not. FasT onto slow starts. Oh, Krim a bit too wide, clipped the wall, and WiiDii is overtaken. FasT is too far behind to overtake Krim. Going to CP8 now. 0.6 of a lead, 0.7 even for WiiDii. And WiiDii on his way for another easy round win. He's on a good pace. Despite a shaky start, he's on a good pace still, WiiDii. Yeah, 0.7. That's not slow at all. FasT minus the maps as well. As Cocho did, as many players in my chat did, apparently. As I would do. And as I will do live during the round was my mouse. Good start by Krim again, and FasT fell behind. And here it's interesting, you can see Krim kept the gear and WiiDii did not, and both were equal in the stretch. I don't know what's actually optimized. What's the optimized the best strategy in this part? Is it to keep the gear or to drop it? We will ask Cocho the GOAT when he has time. WiiDii driving too cleanly on this map. Krim is unable to keep up, and FasT is not able to keep up either. WiiDii, third round win in a row. 0.70 again. I believe it's he drove also exactly a 0.704 on the previous round. I believe. Great consistency. Let's go with FasT to see how he does the start this time. Everyone geared down this time. FasT didn't maintain a lot of speed in the last right hand corner. Oh, Krim, this is the kind of mistake that we've seen a lot, and WiiDii had a shaky line as well, but this mistake from Krim, we've seen it quite a couple of times from Joss, from Div 2 players, from Div 1 players. This is a mistake you must avoid. I don't think it's necessary to try and risk and trying to maximize the two wheels there. And WiiDii, with that, had a big enough margin over FasT and clean sweeps the map and gets into finalists. And he denied some important points to FasT, so WiiDii is finalist as we go into Delirium. And here it's interesting because we've seen FasT having good starts in particular. So it might be difficult for WiiDii to clean sweep this map against FasT. Krim absolutely did not keep up on this map, so I don't think he's a threat for the two NWT players. I'd say it's all about WiiDii versus FasT on this map in particular. On the other maps, I would have said that Krim had a chance. But here... So WiiDii has to win a round. FasT is, at best, 2 rounds away from finalist mode. Who will join Cocho in the upper bracket? We saw FasT with a very clean line. Who did a huge mistake? It's actually WiiDii. I thought it was Krim, but it's WiiDii with the mistake. And FasT is in the lead. Ideally, FasT has 1 first place and 1 second place, and oh! WiiDii using its horn, and FasT make... No! The horn from WiiDii that FasT heard in the distance, and FasT clipped, made a huge mistake, completely bonked his way in the wall, and WiiDii with that will keep going in the upper bracket. And this concludes this first weekend of Dust Masters playoffs. I mean, horns seem to force nose downs from opponents' cars, pushing them in the wall. Yeah. And WT soon NHT, new horn team. WiiDii pressed HUD on and I saw no one. But this concludes this 4th quarterfinal. We had a stellar performance from Cocho. WiiDii second had a better consistency, especially on maps 3 and 4 than FasT. Krim was clearly undertrained, but will definitely have a saying in the losers bracket. Same for FasT. But yeah, WiiDii is right, because on James' map, FasT was outpacing WiiDii. So, to conclude, let's see briefly how it will go for the just trying to adjust as best as I can. So, Div 1. So WiiDii will go into the semi-final 1 with Firestorm, and Ze and Trifui will have to give to like train a lot more, because Firestorm had put a stellar performance as well today. Cocho has been even more impressive, but Firestorm was impressive as hell. And WiiDii, who is for me the second favorite of this first semi-final, sadly for the sorry to the FF team, to the 4 fun players. Semi-final 2 will be Juba, Cocho, Heine, Joss. Well, the question is not who will get first. The question is who will get second. Because Cocho clearly outpaces everyone right now. We haven't seen Juba driving. Joss has been, I'd say, less consistent than Heine, but slightly faster. And I don't know how good Juba is right now and how good he will be. We have 3 spam players in the second semi-final, so one of them, at least, will be in the final. And lower quarter-final, We will have Sharka, Wakera, FasT, Helios, James, Brice, and Krim. Top 4 will go in the lower semi-final together with the bottom 2 of the 2 semi-finals. And the top 2 of this match will join the top 2 of the 2 semi-finals into the grand final. And all these matches, both from Div 1 on Sunday and Div 2 on Saturday, which I will cast as well in English and max def in French, we'll see them live about the same time, starting from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. basically next weekend. Might start even at 6 p.m. for the Div 2 because there is not enough players, so no lower quarter final. This wraps it up.